Hey everybody, how y'all doing? As you can see, got the 1776 and the shirt on. But we got to talk about a few things real quick. Joe Biden get in front of black people, start saying, "Oh, Republicans want to put y'all back in chains. Republicans want to put y'all back in slavery and all these things." Number one, you really insult the black community intelligence. You have to repeal the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment in order to do that. Are you saying black people don't know how to look it up to learn how to repeal constitutional amendments? To repeal the Constitution and its amendments? Oh, we don't know how to do that? But the thing that gets me the most is when they sit here and act like the same blacks that marched so we could exercise the right to vote with the 15th Amendment. It's just we couldn't express the right to vote because of things called poll taxes, and we had to be able to read the Constitution. But there were blacks that were voting. There were blacks that was voting, and it was certain areas that put these type of poll tax and gimmicks so blacks couldn't vote. So when they was marching, they weren't marching for us to get the right to vote. They was marching so we could express it evenly. But the same blacks that marched for people to be able to vote for Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, marched so people could vote for Bob Dole, George Bush, Mitt Romney, and Jonathan. The same blacks marched so I could vote for President Trump. And that bothers you guys to know. But here's a little history for you. There were blacks who voted to keep integration. To keep segregation. There were blacks who did not want to integrate. They openly spoke against it. But you notice how they have been removed from history. They have been swept under. One of the most outspoken people against integration was Malcolm X. See, people talk about Malcolm, but they don't hear what really Malcolm said about integration and trusting white liberals. Nobody talks about that. They just want us all to be able to vote. And when I watch these shows that's telling black folk and insulting us about who we vote and who we want to choose to vote for, how dare you? How dare you, you bunch of George Wallaces? You bunch of Strom Thurmans? I guess Lyndon Johnson was right when he said he got a plan to keep niggas voting Democrat 200 years. And it's always whom they have used, black women, to insult, to keep black people back on the plantation, I guess. The same blacks that march for you to vote, march for me. The same ones who see my truck, are the same ones who saw yours and saw the Biden and the gay stickers and all that crap. Stop letting people come into our community and telling us we shouldn't vote if we don't vote the way that person vote. Never heard a Republican say that. Never heard a Republican say tell blacks don't vote. Never. Well, black people, they trying to stop blacks from voting. How? By asking for an ID? Asking for an ID to prove you're not an illegal immigrant. If you want to know this all is behind, they don't want illegals voting. Trust me. You all got to do is talk to somebody long enough who black 2 seconds and you know, yeah, they from America. But that's what it's all about. It's not about you keeping black people from voting. It's about keeping illegals from voting. That's what it's all about. So having a paper ballot, ending early voting to vote one day on the day of voting, that's the only day we vote. That's stifling the black vote. That's hurting back black people. How? How was that hurting black people? One day voting, a national holiday, paper ballots. How is that hurting blacks? It's not. Democrats don't like it because it's hurting the people they're using to replace black people, illegal immigrants.